want to talk about something that's like near and dear to my heart, which is coffee, right? Like as an entrepreneur, as a busy professional, as a parent, we live off of coffee, but it's the Grommet. We can't just have regular old run-of-the-mill coffee on the Grommet. We got to have special coffee. So this is amazing coffee. It is enzyme fermented. About this is it is gut friendly coffee, because some of us have sensitive stomachs. Some of us, we can't digest coffee in the right way. This is so cool. We're going to be giving away a bag of this coffee for those that entered the giveaway in just a minute. But Marcy, talk to me a little bit about this coffee. Why do I want enzymes in my coffee? Like what is going on here? I'd love to hear a little bit about this product.
Yeah, well, I will be honest too, when it showed up and I saw that there was enzyme in my coffee, I was not super excited to try it because I thought that just does not sound very good to me. But of course, I love to do research on these things. So I started digging and I started figuring out why people would want enzymes in their coffee. And I started learning about this brand in particular, the DAYES brand. And if you search it anywhere, you will find that the reviews are kind of off the charts, because so what it basically does is it reduces the amount of caffeine that is in the coffee. And when you reduce the amount of caffeine, all kinds of good things happen. But one thing I want to hit on before that is I didn't realize how many health benefits coffee has to it, that it's actually pro-diabetic, it's healthy for your liver, it's healthy for your heart, it reduces incidence of cancer and Parkinson's disease. I had no idea. But the key is, of course, it has to be done in moderation. And so when you have a coffee that has enzymes in it that are fermented, and so therefore less caffeine, then you can have a few cups of coffee and not worry that you're overdoing it. And this is really kind of a preferred coffee for pregnant women, elderly who have trouble with caffeine. So what's really cool about this, after I finally did taste it, is that yes, it has a little less caffeine, but you're not sacrificing flavor. It's very rich, very smooth, which I really appreciated, because when you have smooth coffee, you don't have to put as much sugar and cream and all that gunk in it that we do to make it taste good. So this by itself is much smoother and much more, palatable flavor than a typical coffee is. So I really enjoy the taste of it. I wouldn't have known that there isn't caffeine in it. To me, it just doesn't give you that, that high-low crash. It's more of like a steady awake, if you will. So I really appreciate that. And I am someone with stomach problems. So I never realized that coffee does have such an impact on our stomachs. And so I'm really, really enjoying this. And I know people that are gluten-free are actually, this is really good for that as well. Evidently, I'm not gluten-free. So, I'm not gluten intolerant, so it's not an issue for me, but I know so many people are, and evidently this is really good for that.
So I want to hit on two really cool things. The first is it's actually roasted fresh in New York, right? So this is roasted fresh right here in the US. We love US-based makers who are taking care of their local communities. But here's probably the coolest fact about the maker, Dr. Grant Lee. And I have to look at my paper because I don't want to mess this up. He's not your average everyday coffee roaster. He's actually a retired cancer pathologist who developed these enzymes and made them work within the coffee. It is a really cool process that he went through, but this is a cancer pathologist who got into coffee. So there's one guy I want making healthy coffee. It's someone who helps save lives, throughout his whole career, helping people to live healthy lives. So I really want you to support these makers, support Dr. Grant Lee, support the company. Again, this is another great gift for someone in your life. Hit that QR code. It's going to take you to their page. You'll get 20% off.